Do you have dreams of growing a multi-million-dollar practice? But you're just starting out, or maybe a little unsure how to get to that level. Or maybe you've been in business for a while now and your practice's growth has started to stagnate and you need some new ideas. Well, this is the episode for you. Stay tuned as we've got 6 great tips to help build your multi-million-dollar practice. And if you're new to this podcast channel, this channel is all about providing strategies and tactics you can use to grow your practice fast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast by hitting that little bell button so you never miss out on an episode.
Welcome to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast, the place to grow and scale profitable practices with your show hosts, Huyen Truong and Steve Tate.
Hi and welcome to the show. My name is Huyen Truong and my co-host from the intro is Stephen Tate. What a fun topic we are talking about today, right? Now, for those regular listeners, you know that we are usually giving you specific details or advice on marketing-related issues. But today is a little bit different as we're putting together a list of the best 6 tips on more strategic level for growing a thriving practice. These tips are from our own experiences and also from observing other successful businesses and individuals and learning from them. So let's not wait any longer. Steve, what's the first one?
All right. Our first tip is to focus. Focus on only one of your ideas. I imagine most of you probably have tons of ideas going through your head, and some of you may even be bold enough to try all of them at once. If you're trying to do all of these ideas at once, you're probably not going to do very well or not well enough. As you know, there's just not enough time in the day to run a business, let alone 3, 4, 5 of them. Most of us can't run that many successful businesses at the same time. For example, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett have become mega wealthy individuals, and they once revealed the one trait that made them both incredibly rich. As told in the documentary Becoming Warren Buffett, which is really must-watch TV, Gates' father once asked them both to write down a single word to describe their success. I mean, no surprise, they both wrote the same word: focus.
Yeah, it is the focus that separates the pretenders from the game changers. Those who move the needle in this world have an extreme focus on something. To run a successful practice, you can't afford to split focus. Just pick one idea or one area that you're most passionate about and become the best at it as possible. And bonus tip here is to make sure that it's the one that you have the most knowledge about too. So I want to tell you the story of my business journey when I started out many years ago. I was also running another business in education together with this agency. It took a lot of my time and resources to build that young businesses at the same time. And I was exhausted and decided to let it go. The whole experience cost me $30,000 and tons of time. That's my $30,000 lesson that I've carried along with me every day of my career. Ever since then, I've been approached by many people asking me to join this venture or that venture, building this app or that app, all of these appealing job offers, and my automatic response to these offers is no, because I want to put the extreme focus into my agency. I know what my ultimate goal is: to make Online Marketing for Doctors a leading agency for healthcare professionals, the go-to place for medical marketing, and I just can't afford distraction. Remember, on the way to the top, there's always going to be obstacles, which are mostly distractions coming from every direction to deter you from the main goal. So it's important to stay extremely focused on that singular main goal.
That is some great insight, Huyen. And this is bringing us to our second tip, which is do what you know best. Malcolm Gladwell wrote in his book called Outliners, The Story of Success, that breaks down what makes a master of their craft. And he talked about the 10,000 hour rule. People who spend over 10,000 hours on something tend to be really good or masters at it. That's how long you need to dedicate to one thing to become a master at it. Now, if you do the numbers, that works out to 5.5 years doing one thing day in and day out. And you know what's crazy? That's a lot of hours. So how do you want to spend your 10,000 hours? If you split it between 5 or 6 different things and still hope to be an expert in 1 or 2 things, I bet you that won't happen. So focus on one thing that you are really good at and put all your time and energy into becoming that expert.
I usually relate to top athletes in the world and what makes them champions. They train day in and day out for many years to be good at one thing. And yet, there are only very few athletes who can make it to the top. Any golf players in the audience today? Raise your hands.
Yep, that's me right here.
I bet you can relate to this when you know it takes years training and you still can't master this game, right?
Aw, I'm getting better.
Running a business or practice requires a lot of different skills. Your medical skills, team building and management, patient relationship management, marketing, and even accounting. The list goes on. The key to building and scaling up a practice is to find the right people for the right jobs or skills to do the job. We can't be good at everything. We need to recognize our limitations and benefits of working with the experts or masters in what they do. And we need to build a team surrounding us that's working towards building your practice.
Yep, that's very insightful. The next tip we've got for you is to go for bigger ticket items. Increase your prices or target high value services or products or higher revenue. Go for bigger ticket items rather than smaller items. Think about your services or products. Which ones are the highest ticket items? Which ones have the highest profit margins? Focus on them. Don't spread yourself too thin. So many services that you don't really have expertise in and limited with resources to deliver them.
Yes, I agree with that. Looking at our own agency, there are many digital marketing services that we could offer. But we just focus on building lead-generating websites and driving quality traffic through automated sales funnel. That's what we are good at. Oh, speaking of sales funnels.
Are you looking to increase your authority, reach, and engagement to convert more prospects and referrals without spending more of your valuable time? What you need is a marketing system that can run on autopilot and generate revenue 24/7 for your practice. What simple marketing system is this, you might ask? Through our years of promoting practices and running our own successful digital marketing agency, we have discovered the marketing system that you need to make this happen. We've documented all of our knowledge about this wonderful marketing system, our best strategies, tactics, processes, and templates in our soon-to-be-released, highly compact online course called How to Use Webinars to Increase Your Patients and Referrals. Automate your marketing to leverage your time and scale your practice. In this course, we provide you with all of the information and templates you need in an easy-to-follow, step-by-step process so that you can create your own effective webinar marketing system within just a few hours. Once done, this incredible, powerful set-it-and-forget-it marketing system will run in the background and generate new patient inquiries for your practice automatically. If this interests you, we'd like to invite you to go to this link, onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/webinar-marketing-system. Register your interest in this course so that we can send you a notification when the course is launched and ready for you to take advantage of. We hope to see you there.
Hey, did you like I did there? Okay, let's stick to the script. Moving on to our next tip is to move faster. You probably know this better than the most. Time is money, and you got to move fast. If you think you're already moving fast, look at what you're doing and figure out how you could even move faster. There's always competition out there who is younger, hungrier, and working as hard or even harder to beat you. Use an application called Rescue Time, which will tell you where you are wasting your time, where you are spending your time, and you can use this to optimize your hours during the day so that you can focus on getting faster. We have featured a very interesting topic called How to Buy Back Your Time so you can scale your practice in our podcast number 11. So check it out in our show note below.
Moving right along, the second last tip that we have for you is networking with like-minded people. You can't do everything on your own. You need connections. You need other people who you can partner with to promote your services or products, such as a referring practice. Build up your professional and local networks through conferences, local meetups, wherever they go for networking. Look for people whom you can hire for your practice. It won't be just you who is building a multi-million-dollar business. It'll be you with the people within your organization, and it takes a team to build a big practice. We can't do everything ourselves.
We're moving along quickly here to our final today tip for the podcast, which is focusing on every single dollar you spend. Every business struggles at some point. The question is when. When I was small, my parents taught me this one simple lesson. It's easier to save money than to make money. And I've carried that along with me over the years. Now, I'm not saying that you should be cheap or not spend your money, but be cautious with how you spend the money and think it through, because every dollar you save, the more money you will have in the future for those rainy days.
Well, that's it for today. That was a short but sweet podcast episode. By following these simple tips, you're off to a good start creating your own multi-million-dollar practice. Before you go, what I want you to do is to pick one big takeaway that you got from listening to this podcast. Set some time to implement it into your own practice and let us know how it goes. Was it successful? Was it easy to implement? Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you.
Now, if you like this episode and you want to stay updated for the latest strategy to grow and scale your practice, subscribe to our podcast channel and you will never miss a bit. Thank you very much for listening and see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Online Marketing for Doctors podcast with Huyen Truong and Steve Tate. Be sure to check out the archive section on our website for previous episodes at onlinemarketingfordoctors.com/podcast. And subscribe to the show so we can catch you at the next episode.